What it do, YouTube? Is your boy Moss Creator back with another video. And as you see, we got the F30 behind me today. As you see, we got the F30 behind me today, and we're doing a custom kit right now. We're doing everything custom made, TIG welded, titanium, the whole 9 yards. But in this video today, I'm not here to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about that later. I just want to talk about, for the people who are trying to do a custom kit, I'm going to show you how you can remount your intercooler reservoir so it can fit on the other side, so you can fit your big turbo and things of that nature right there. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. So as you can see right now, we already removed the coolant reservoir. We're going to place it around this area like that, and you can see all the lines and everything where the coolant hose, the little coolant hose thing was at. We got the pipe, we got the connector that goes into the bottom of the coolant reservoir right here. And all that's left is get these coated out, the mass flow air sensor and things like that, and the vacuum line. Then we just gotta remove the turbo, remove the lines, and send it off to my boy Frenchie. And with that being said, all for this, I'm gonna tell y'all the easiest way to do this. So you can feed off of this line right here. You can tap into this line, the hose, of course, and route it somehow, some way to get to this side. And I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna route that. I'll probably route it through the bottom and then go through the top, through these hoses. So you do that. And for these, if you're electrically inclined, just snip around like this area, get you some wire, and you know the rest. Just run it through the car. Some heat resistant wire, put some electrical tape on there, and you can run it through the car and you'll be straight. So that's really about it for the coolant reservoir. And simple things like remove the charge pipe, because I still got to remove the charge pipe, upgrade the charge pipe, remove the down pipe, so we can run a hood dump for the meantime. We're gonna just do a elbow at the bottom. We can show you how to do the turbo inlet pipe that goes directly into the intercooler once we get to that point. And from right now until later on, we're just running lines, figuring out how we're going to assess this. So really, this is gonna be handled by the tuner is Kihi. Everybody get out here, my S55 and N55 boys, get out the Kihi. So from here on out, it's just like a little simple maintenance, like ignition coil, spark plugs. We're gonna change the intake manifold to I think it's a BMP, a black market intake manifold. And really, from there on out, we're just gonna go piece by piece. We're not really trying to rush the build. We want everything to work the way we want it to work, so we can have that big old turbo right here. And with that being said, I hope that it helped a little bit, because I'm still going to do the how-to on all that. I'm not going to forget to do that part. I'm going to do the how-to so everybody can see it for themselves, how everything needs to be ran, how everything's supposed to look, if you should change this, if you should change that. I'm going to do a video on that, like splicing into this, taking this hose out, and so it can run into the bottom of that, and then we're going to go from there. So really, it's a really simple install. It's like really like plug and play. It's not really hard for anybody to do a turbo kit. Even if you just get into cars, everything really speaks for itself on the turbo side, because everything will have the residue of what you're looking for in the port, or at least around it somewhere. But also for this install, make sure you drain your coolant, drain your oil, if you're doing a turbo install, or if you just want to relocate, just to relocate for no reason, then just drain the coolant, then run your lines, splice your wires, rewire everything, and just do like that. But really, in all honesty, it's pretty damn simple. And my only thing that's different is I'm running a open wastegate dump, so I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do the piping for that. Because of course, I really want to do a fender exit, but we're gonna get to that. But but also, don't forget, once it comes to the point where you start removing engine mounts, you need a engine support bar. And most BMW's port is right here, in between the valve cover and the oil housing filter, things like that. So really just take your time, do everything piece by piece, pay attention, And these type of installs are really self-explanatory installs, as long as you have somebody who has mechanical knowledge around you. But really, it's really just plug and play work. Make sure you do this, make sure you do that. Don't skip over no steps or nothing. So make sure everybody taps in. For the how-to video, that is going to also be recorded today. Just waiting on the guys to come over, because I will say this does take 2 people to make sure everything goes right. Takes 2 people. You can do it by yourself, but it's going to be a more of a tedious job if you do it by yourself. So make sure that you take care of everything. When you do the rewiring, just remember, take your time. Don't rush any of the wiring. Don't rush any of the plumbing. Make sure everything is nice and tight, has no leaks. Run the car for a couple minutes and see how everything runs. With that being said, it's Mars the Creator. I'm out of the video. Black Starter, the F30, the brown star, the crooked star is out. See y'all later, man.